Hello, my name's John Vandy Huff. I'm sitting in Cole
Berzenji.
That's a difficult name to say, but it's got a nice ring to it.
Yeah, it's not the easiest name, I suppose. Yeah, my folks chose to make life a little bit more difficult for me.
So what nationality is that?
Oh, it's Eastern European. Grandpa fled the former Soviet Union when he was young.
Okay.
I'm thankful for that in retrospect.
I would be too. Well, that being said, I'm a Dutchman, as you probably know by my last name.
Yes, that is one of the most that's one of the most Dutch names I ever heard. I will say I'm relatively new to the area, and so we have some local schools here that I'll visit every now and then because I have family that still goes there.
Sure.
And son of a gun, some of the names that I've seen there, like I know they're not that strange for Dutch people, but Van der Hoeven, I don't know. I get a kick out of it. I love it. The one thing though that I will never forgive the Dutch for is that they're all so stinking tall.
Oh, that we are.
You're so tall.
And we make great dessert too.
Oh my word, yeah.
Dutch bakery. Good stuff.
Good stuff. Anyways, you didn't bring me on your show here to talk about Dutch bakeries the whole time.
That is correct. So today I was hoping to talk about when's the best time to sell your home.
Yeah, you said that, and you said there was something specific about April, and I don't know what you're going to talk about.
Okay,
so
let's get it rolling.
I'm going to take a guess though. I'm going to guess that you're going to tell me that since I'm a millennial that has never bought a house.
You're a millennial. Okay.
That April is the time that I should start looking.
That is correct. April is the time you should start looking as a millennial buyer.
Right.
Or any buyer for that fact.
Any buyer, okay.
Yeah. But
your show, tell me why.
Okay. Well, because there's great expectation in the air, right? We just coming out of winter, coming into spring, we got the scent of flowers and green grass and sunshine. And
birds are chirping.
Everybody's happy. So
April is the best month, and it's something's in the air. People decide that this is the time to sell their property. Yeah. So I'm not the buyer, but I'm going to pretend like I'm the buyer. Okay. I'm going to be a good audience member.
All right.
So what is it in April that I could do to get top dollar for my house? Is it just I sell and then it'll be gone by the weekend, or is there something I got to do?
As a seller?
As a seller.
Yeah, as a seller, it's very important that you get out there. Now that winter's over, you got to get out there and spruce up that lawn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got to do a little bit of lawn care. Okay.
You definitely got to do lawn care, whether it takes a little bit of fertilizer, or, or you can get a landscaper out there. You can trim those bushes for you. Get those hedges, nice and tidy. Mm-hmm. Make sure your house the exterior is, if it needs a pressure washing, that you do that. Give it a good window cleaning. Driveway appeal is very important.
Okay. All right. I will say I was a little surprised. You're a realtor. I was expecting that you to say, yes, if you want to sell your home, get the realtor. Wink, wink. I thought you were going to try to sell yourself a little bit more here.
Yes. Well, that is important what you bring up, Cole.
Okay. Well,
a realtor.
So again, I'm a cynical millennial. Truth be told, I'm still not even sure all that realtors do for the sellers or the buyers. So if someone's trying to sell in April, what is it that you do for them to help them get that top dollar?
For the seller?
Yeah. Because I don't know. Is it just that you put it on the website and you bring people in?
Oh, yeah. No, before it actually hits the market, there's things that seller and me talk about. One of those is where we're going to price this home at. What, in the seller's mind, they have a pretty good idea where they think what their home is worth. Now, it's up to the realtor and the seller to figure out what that price is together.
Right.
And the way to do that is through the Northwest MLS stats that we as realtors have available to us. And of course, the 22 years of experience that I have being a realtor kind of helps in pertaining to best price to list it at. You don't want to list it too high and you don't want to list it too low.
Right. So you're the voice of reason that comes in there and says your blow up pool isn't actually worth $10,000.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's best to, it's not.
So as the millennial, again, I feel like I just keep waving this card around.
Okay.
That's such a millennial thing of me to do. Keep reminding everyone of that, right? So
Sure.
when I look at April, where this is the time to sell, but does that mean it's the time to buy?
It is a good time for buyers too, in a sense that, you know, April is early in the year, early in the selling market period, right? So come June, July, August, you know, we don't know yet what the market's going to do. I mean, it's possible it could go down. It's possible it could go up, right? So but that's something you have to be aware of.
Wouldn't it make more sense that if April is the seller's time of year, wouldn't I go to the opposite time of year to go, this is the buyer's time? You know, if April is beautiful and pretty, what if I go to like December when it's rainy and snowy and it's super cold outside? Is that not the buyer's market then?
It is. No, I wouldn't call that a buyer market any more than April for a buyer.
Really? Why is that?
Well, as a buyer, you're going to have in the winter months, you're going to have the holidays, right? So you're going to have less people putting their home on the market. Most people in general want to stay home and they want to stay cozy and protected, and putting their home on the market is probably the last thing they're prefer to do. So that being said, there's going to be less homes on the market, but from the buyer's point of view, there's going to be less buyers on the market.
Gotcha. So like just come wintertime, it's a slower market. April's the beginning of the busy season.
Yes. It's a kickoff for the most part. Yep.
Okay.
It's a kickoff of the market season.
Okay. Well, I think that I feel like I've genuinely learned something. This wasn't set up. Like this was fun.
Yeah. This did kind of come on a whim. On a wing.
Yeah, originally we weren't even going to do this kind of video here. We were just going to have you record some shorts, but then we decided that this was a lot more fun, wasn't it?
This is more fun, and it's probably more up my alley. And hey, you know, it's my first. I did a short a couple weeks ago, but now we're stepping up to maybe a longer.
Yeah,
segment that we're saying.
Yeah, you let the millennial convince you to do a short, and now you're like, let's do it my way.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for having me on your show and teaching me a little bit about real estate. I do feel like I'm better equipped for when I can eventually buy a house.
That is true. You're gonna know more.
God, I hope that day's soon. I'll have to talk to you when that day comes, though.
That'd be wonderful. It would.
All right.
I'd love to buy a home.
Well, here, I'll plug you since you're too humble to do it yourself. If anyone ever wanted to find you, John, where could they find you?
John Vandy Hoof, Remax, Whatcom County, 360-815-3443.
Right on. All right. Well, thanks everyone to John's show.
Yes. Thank you for visiting.